get going. We're here. The Bengals have started making roster moves with cuts, franchise tags, hints at potential moves that could be coming. It's all getting ready to start kicking off as we get closer to the new league year. Let's talk about it coming up next on Cincy Unfiltered.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go.
What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome to this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening. Are we doing some plumbing, Drew? Is that how we doing tonight?
I was thinking about people getting cut, and I grabbed the pliers, forgetting that I had scissors right here. People are getting cut.
Yeah.
Not physically, they're getting cut from football teams.
I don't have anything. I have smoke grenades and a rifle holder. That's it. But cut.
Normal stuff to have on your desk, yeah.
Yeah. What are we doing, man? You've had a hell of a week. You can get into it, you can not get into it, but how you doing tonight?
We're good, man. We're good. Dad's dealing with some infection going on. But he's knocking that shit out. Hanging out with him today. But yeah, we're good, man. We're clearing cap space. We're formulating. We have concepts of a plan, I think.
Yeah,
it seems like that's what it seems like. Ryan wants to know if you sent your Elon email yet.
Yes, I did.
Oh, coward.
Well, I got a direct order from Secretary of Defense Hegseth to do it, so I followed my chain of command and knocked it out.
I feel like if somebody that high up in the government tells me to do something, I'm probably just going to do it because, I don't. What am I going to do about it? Nick Fott was first in the chat, 11:59 a.m. with an LFG. Johnny Paps will not be here, unfortunately, because he's training for tractor trailers at old Big Brown. Big ups to Pops Garrison. Still beat Wade and Breezy. Make sure to hit that like button. That's true. He beat you, Wade. He beat you, Breezy. He was here.
That's badass to be training for tractor trailers. I can't do that. So props to you. Yeah. Hey, thanks for delivering. That's lame. Thanks for delivering America's goods. That's what I have to say to that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Wade's not going to be here also, but he will watch the replay. Have a great show. Shout out Pops Garrison. The chat loves Dad.
I love the love.
I love the love. We love love.
Yeah.
Cam Webb with a hoot day. Chris with a hoot day. Katie with a hoot day. Greg with a hoot day. Stranger 420 with a hoot day. Roger Straz with a what's up. And then K Breeze is here with a hoot day. So we got the usual suspects here. So let's just get into the first one. The biggest news that everybody saw coming, that everybody's like freaking out about on the internet again, even though we all knew it was coming. Tee Higgins franchise tag. He tweeted out the word
what?
Tag. Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, what are they?" Like, yeah, we've all been telling you this has been happening for months. And all these like bigger accounts are like, "Yeah, they franchise tag them because they failed this."
Yeah,
they haven't failed anything until there's no deal on July 15th.
Yeah.
That's when maybe they've failed. But as of now, they put the tag on Tee Higgins just like we thought they would. They are going to buy time to hopefully get the deal done. Obviously, the team has said that they want to reach a long-term deal, so they're still there. Tag is going to give him $26 million this year.
That's a lot of
payday.
A lot of money. Look, I get it. Okay. A player probably doesn't want to play on the franchise tag because it's 1 year of guarantee, right? You get hurt. Oh no. Is somebody going to sign me next year? Or do I have a job next year because I twisted my knee? Who knows? But a guy like Tee Higgins that the organization is openly saying they want to work a deal out with, it's not the same thing, okay? We're not just tagging this guy to keep him around for another year to help the team, right? They want him here long-term. They're going to work towards that. And you got to understand, a contract negotiation is just that. It's a negotiation. This side says this side says that. They got to get somewhere in the middle to where both guys are, a little bit unhappy, but go, okay, let's do this. You know what I mean? That's what's happening. Yeah. We didn't tag him because we're failures. We tagged him so we could keep him off the market and get him the deal he deserves. And people just need to breathe and understand that, Chase Daniel.
Well, I was getting ready to ask. There's a comment here from from Ryan Sparks. Are you going to talk about elite media analyst Chase Daniel? I don't know what Chase Daniel said or did. I must have missed it.
He's an idiot is all. He's just he's up there with the lobotomized big market media talking heads, and he's up there just going, players don't like the franchise tag. Well, also, did you know I played quarterback? Okay, they don't like the tag because it's not guaranteed. Dude, we get it. We know. Okay?
We know why people don't like it.
We get it. But how about you do an ounce of research and look up quotes from Duke Tobin, Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow. We want the guy around. We're working to get a deal done. Don't just sit there and lazily report. Oh, they tagged him. They failed. Fuck you. That's what I got to say about that.
And I feel like there is a difference in the reporting too, because when Dallas was announced that they were franchise tagging the defensive tackle, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name.
It's okay.
They obviously got a long-term deal done before the tag deadline, which of course is good, but it just didn't seem like they were covering it the same way. It's like, oh, they franchise tag him, but they want to get a long-term deal done. And the Bengals tag team, everybody's like, oh my God, they're holding him hostage.
Yeah.
It just seems so weird and so different.
Same with the Chiefs tagging their guard. Oh, Chiefs.
Yeah, Trey Smith.
Chiefs tag Trey Smith. That's it. That's the report. They didn't try to dunk on the organization or anything like that. I don't want to sit here and play the victim because I think the victim card is lazy also, but you see it. I mean, and these idiots reporting in like the big ESPN guys reporting, they just make me appreciate guys like Rapine and Mo and McAllister, all these guys that are local that will say franchise tags happening. Here's the details on the fight for a contract. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, throw context in there. They're lazy. Dude.
Yeah, it really is. And Devin Ruck says, I wish we could get Jake Liska on these national shows to explain how team can keep everyone and add to the defense and free agency. Because that's true. There are so many, I don't know what you want to call them, creators in the Bengals space that understand the salary cap so well. Jake's one of them. Joe Goodberry's one of them. Andre Perota's one of them. And I'm sure I'm missing people. I'm not slighting anybody on purpose, but there are so many people that follow and cover this team specifically that have such a great understanding of the salary cap. I don't. Like I'm first to admit, like, absolutely, I can't comprehend half of that shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But that data is available to us by these people. And it's like the people that get on ESPN and get all of the money have no fucking idea. Diana Rossini's still like, oh, well, I don't know how the math is going to math. It's like, well, there's several examples of how the math can math.
And it pisses me off too, because like the excuses, well, the local guys are more nested in with the team. Yeah, that's great. So they understand more day-to-day stuff happening. But like if you're at the top of your craft and you're talking at a national level and you're supposed to be the best of the best and you've got a Stephen A. Smith contract, you should do your research and not be such a lazy ass. That's my opinion on it.
Or have your interns do it.
Yeah.
You have access to this information. You can get it. We can get it. You can get it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just lazy and it's for ratings too. I get that. Hey, leave that part out so people get angry. Look at us talking about it right now, right?
That's true. It works.
There's millions of people watching our show and listening to our show right now. You know what I mean? So maybe that shock jock kind of leave the information out bullshit is what their goal is. But either way, it's very frustrating.
Yeah, it really, really is. And Ryan with another good point. He ignores the fact that the Chiefs have used the tag more times since the Bengals since 2010, 10 times to 6.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. And I get it. The optics of a second tag are a little bit different because I'm pro players getting their money. You know, they could blow their knee out. They could break their back. They could have a DeMar Hamlin thing. Like, they take the risk. I get it. I want him to get their money. I want T to get his money. I want T to get paid. I want him to have long-term security, change your life money. I want all of that too. But it's just, it really feels, and maybe we're too close to it. Maybe we live in it too much. I am a chronically online human being. So, like, maybe we're too close to it and we just think that there's a slant, but it just seems like every time the big media talks about the Bengals doing something that another team is also doing, there's just a completely different vibe to how they say it.
I completely agree. Yeah, I agree. Maybe, and you're right. Maybe we are too close to it. But like, if it walks and quacks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck. And these guys, they're quacking. Like, it's super annoying. Yes, Chase Daniel's stupid. He's been annoying for like a few years now, man. I don't know.
Kind of since he got into media.
Yeah, I don't really respect the notion that like, oh, well, he played the game at a professional level, so he can talk about it. No, man. Some of these guys that get on shows and get jobs because they were good in the NFL are complete morons. Like, and they get on there and they're like, what? This guy is this brain dead? You know what I mean? So I don't believe that if you played the game, you can get up there and your opinion is more valuable than other people's opinions. Now, if you're talking about the mechanics of the game and how it affects your body and how things work, in the NFL, different story. I'm going to shut up and listen to you. But to sit here and just like badmouth teams because you got a microphone in front of you, get out of my face.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are probably good X's and O's guys. Show them a play, show them film, let them break it down, tell you what this guy's thinking, tell you what that guy's thinking. That's fine. You have an understanding of the game on a deeper level like that. But like, if you're going to get on TV and talk about salaries and salary caps and franchise tags and all of that shit, like, have your intern hand you a piece of paper with just some facts on it. That's all I ask.
Numbers, like just numbers is what you need, man. Like, I don't know.
None of those dudes control the purse strings, though. That's the company message before they announced they closed the factory. Yeah, that makes sense, too.
Yeah.
Breezy, I don't know shit about contracts, but I do know 5 is going to get a contract done. Same with Chase. The Bengals aren't going to piss off Joey B, period. We certainly hope not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bengals are a little bit risk-adverse. They've never really messaged those strongly, which implies they're confident it'll get done. That's true, too. That I feel like that's very true.
Yeah.
This is a good one, too. Ryan's on heater tonight. No free ads, Ron. Put the circle down. Pick up
I got to hydrate, man. I've been working all day. But I think it is a better idea to hydrate with this now that you mention it and you pull up the beautiful picture of that classic light beer. You got a light beer tonight. Shall we?
I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay. Shall we?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
It's so good.
It's beer flavored.
When it touches the lips. Oh, I love that. I love it.
It's beer flavored beer is what that is.
Garage beer. Yes. They keep the lights on here, folks. But we're not just shills for the money. We're not sellouts, okay? Drew's been drinking this stuff since he was like 14, man. He knows it's good beer. He liked it before it was cool. They've got their classic light beer. Hold that up, Drew. Classic light beer in the off-white can. Light beer, crisp beer-flavored beer taste. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Beer-flavored beer. I am habitually addicted to the garage beer lime. It is so good. Getting warm out, folks. So the hint of lime is good for the summer. How can they find it, dude?
Well, you can go to drinkgaragebeer.com, which is at the top of your screen. You can click the beer finder, put in your zip code, find bars, restaurants, grocery stores, gas stations, anywhere that sells this delicious beer-flavored beer right in your area. Now, I'm drinking the standard light beer because this is no time for celebration for me. This is time to lock in and go to work. All right? We've got an off-season to attack. We've got stars to retain.
Okay.
We've got free agents to sign. We got draft prospects to knock out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not resting on my laurels drinking a celebratory lime beer. I'm drinking the get shit done work beer.
All right.
Regular. I'll get my lime. I'll get my frills when I feel like our team has earned it.
I'm going to stay celebrating then. That's what I'll do, huh? It's very good. It's very good.
It's so good. It's so good.
Go pick it up at your local grocery store, your local gas station, your dive bar probably has it. I've seen it on tap even, folks. Didn't think that was beautiful, 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 baby.
The work beer, the work from home beer. I like the work from home beer because I work from home.
There you go. Yeah.
I love that. I like that a lot. So yeah, back to the T thing. I think the fact that they tagged him with over 24 hours before the deadline does tell me maybe that there's some space between the two sides.
Sure.
I think that I still think it gets done. I don't know if that means a Burrow restructure, but I also wonder, like, do they have to get Chase done first so they know what they're working with afterwards? Because Chase is going to break the record.
Yeah. I wonder that as well. Is it, hey, let's do these like dominoes, Chase, T, Trey, Gesicki, you know what I mean? Whoever else.
Yeah.
Like I do wonder, they probably got like a whiteboard with a priorities list on it, but we don't know that. So we're just like, oh my God, sign somebody, please, for the love of God, just do it, So, and it's on the organization, right? We're all sitting here waiting. It's on them to get to a number. I think they do. I think we sign both of these guys and shut up all of the haters. We will see, though.
It's going to be a good day when we do. Lots of receipts to pull.
Oh, my God, yeah. Epic, epic, epic.
Lots and lots and lots and lots of receipts to pull. Another big move on the Bengals front here within the last couple of days. Alex Cappa.
Big.
Gone.
He gone. $8 million cap space, though. Yeah. Look, Cappa, we picked him up that year. Played great. Our line was fun. Unfortunately, hit that injury and was never the same again. Last year was not good. Lots of memes being created that he won the Triple Crown in the worst way possible.
That did happen.
Yeah, so it was time. I think that they're going to look at free agency to replace him. And I also have a good feeling that we're going to hopefully pick up a guard in the first 4 rounds here in this draft. So Tate Ratledge.
Yeah, dude, I am full on Tate Ratledge.
Mm-hmm,
we can get to that in a minute. Why do I have the kitchen scissors? Because I can do what I want.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Kappa's exit?
So I feel like too many people shit on Cappa on his way out.
Sure, yeah.
He was a good signing. He's a B plus signing when you look back at it. I mean, you got to think they signed him ahead of the 2022 season when guard was an absolute need. He brought stability, a veteran presence. You didn't have to worry about him. You plugged and played him day one, and he was solid. And he was damn good that year before he got hurt. He hurt his ankle in the last game of the year against Baltimore in that coin flip game that we were forced to play in because we might have had to flip a coin for home field advantage.
Yep.
Bullshit. But things just never bounced back from there. I don't know if it was an age thing. I don't know. But I look back at the Alex Cappa signing in the Alex Cappa era as a relatively successful one. And I understand that he didn't have a good year last year. I'm sure he'd be the first to tell you he didn't have a good year last year, but like lots of shitting on him on the way out the door, and I didn't really like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I think I threw out there, like I just said, thanks for the memories, man. That year he was well and playing great. I mean, that was one of the best O-lines we've ever had. I mean, it was awesome. He just unfortunately fell off a cliff. And like you said, he'd probably be the first to say that. Yeah, dude, last year sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he finds employment elsewhere, but it's time for us to move on.
Yeah, but they've got to have some sort of a plan at guard. Like, when you look back at like some of the moves the Bengals made, the Bengals didn't cut Trey Hopkins until they had Ted Karras. They didn't release Andy Dalton until they had Joe Burrow. Like, that leads me to believe they think they have a plan. And everybody knows these contracts that are going to be agreed to on Monday, when free agency opens, they start at the combine. Mm-hmm. Like there's agents, there's team reps. People are negotiating shit at the timeline. Mm-hmm. That's why when we signed Alex Cappa, the window opened at noon and the tweet came out at 12:01. Like, bam. This shit's already in motion. So, like, do they have somebody that they think that they've already got an agreement with that's a vet? But, man, the idea of Tate Ratledge, that mullet, that Raz score, that 40 time, putting him right back next to Amarius Mims, like the old college days at Georgia. Yeah. Mims, Ratledge, excuse me.
Yep.
That's getting me fired up, dude.
Be incredible.
He's looking good. 49 is looking real good if Tate Ratledge is on the board. Ratledge.
No, I agree. My only worry is I don't know if he makes it to 49. I mean, he's a guard, so it's not like you're making a big sexy pick. But if he's there at 49, unless there's an absolute faller that was on their board, I'll be slamming a table for it. I don't want another like Tevin Jenkins moment where he was there and we didn't take him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's just pull the trigger, dude. Unless there's an absolute freak available that would change a position. I mean, I guess Ratledge could be classified as that if he comes in and plays as well as people think he can. So
Big Tiger says best case scenario is Mike Green at 17, Watts at 49, and Tate at 81. Tate is not going to be there at 81.
No.
I'm worried about him being there at 49. Mike Green's got some sexual assault allegations floating around. I think that's probably going to table him from the Bengals. I don't think they have any interest in that. There's enough sexual assault happening in the AFC North between Deshaun Watson and Justin Tucker.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So let's stay out of that.
Yeah. Sounds like he was cleared of everything, but I don't know. I don't want to dig any deeper. Whatever.
I don't know all the details, but usually just when that shit's floating around, it's easier to just be like, hey, I'm gonna not involve myself in that situation. Yeah. Or you can give them fucking $250 million guaranteed, whichever one you want to do. Totally up to you. Yeah. I'm not the one making the calls here. The Bengals do love RAS scores, man. They all had crazy RAS scores. Yoshi, Miles Murphy, Mims all had crazy RAS scores. He said moms. Everybody's saying Wedge loves moms.
Nice. The Bengals love crazy RAS scores and captain's patches, dude. That's what.
Yeah, they love collegiate captains.
Yeah, they draft a lot of those guys, dude. I don't know, dude. Free agency around the corner. What other graphics you got up here? Who else we talking about?
Dude, I got graphics all up everywhere. And we got text from Dad in a new form today.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the YouTube comments. He's watching from his phone in the hospital. He says Green's good pick. All I can say is Joe Mixon. Now, Green, there's no denying his talent. I think that he has a chance to be a good guy. I just personally think from a culture, locker room, optics standpoint that the Bengals might stay away from it. I know the Joe Mixon thing, he punched the chick in the face. That was bad. That was terrible. But like this is a little bit more serious.
That was bad.
So I can see maybe he goes on to have a good NFL career. Maybe he didn't do it. I don't know, man. Yeah. You never know with this shit. But I just feel like it's the way the Bengals have been since specifically Zach Taylor has been there. Yeah. Or they're just going to be like, I'm just going to not involve myself in that situation.
Most likely scenario. Completely agree. Yeah.
But there's going to be defensive linemen there. If they want to go interior, Walter Nolan, Kenneth Grant might be there. There's a lot of edge rushers. Like they're not going to be pigeonholed to one position, I don't think. Yeah. I think they're going to have a lot of options there.
They talked to a billion of them at the combine.
Yeah, they talked to like all of the top guard prospects at the combine.
Yeah, absolutely.
They met with a ton of dudes.
You're going to see in the first 4 rounds, you're going to see edge rusher and a guard. Like just right at home. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I guaranteed.
Everybody say hi. Wedge says keep fighting a good fight. He's going to be home soon. He's good. He's going to be home soon.
Good deal.
Next one that we got, we're flying through these kind of quick. We have Taylor Stout. Is this a needs first pick or a best player available first pick? So I want to touch on that for a second for the Bengals. I've been having that debate a little bit on Twitter. Some guy I think created a burner account just to tell everybody I was a clown because I don't want to draft Ashton Genty at 17. I think that best player available, I understand that thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand the concept of drafting the best player available on your board regardless. I do. But when you're in the Bengals situation where you have a defense that needs a lot of help, or you have you need help, you need to replace Sheldon Rankins, you need more help off the edge. You could use a new linebacker because Jermaine Pratt is on his way out, whether that be a cut or a trade. So like best player available, yes, but maybe best player available at a position of immediate need.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Sure.
Jackson Carman.
He wasn't even the best player available at a position in need.
That's what I'm saying. They drafted for a need.
Well, and you could look at Billy Price also.
You could look at Billy Price. I think there's a sweet spot in between those two thought processes, right? And you might have just said it, right? The best player available at the position you need, right? That could be a good philosophy, right? You can draft for need, but then sometimes, shit, Billy Price, shit, Jackson Carman. BPA, you draft a guy. Oh, man, what do we do with this guy this year? We didn't really need a running back, Genty. I think Genty immediately changes our backfield. I think that's a different story. But I respect both schools of thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But when I look at this draft specifically, I think the reason that I say that is when I say best player available at a position of need is because I look at a draft that is so deep in the interior of the defensive line and on the edge, not quite as deep at linebacker. But there's a draft class that feels so deep in the positions that the Bengals need. Yeah, if Ashton Jennings falls to 17, he might be the best player on your board, but like there's probably 3 or 4 guys that you had very highly rated on the defensive line that you need help with immediately right now that you could draft too. You know what I mean? Like that's my thought process on it. I understand BPA, but I also just think maybe BPA at a position of need because there is depth in so many spots that they need help with.
I agree. At 17, there's going to be a guy on the board that we need. There's going to be an edge rusher there. I don't want him to take a guard at 17. It's just because it's not a sexy pick, obviously. Yeah. But, like, there's going to be an edge rusher there. There's going to be a safety there. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be an interior guy there, right? Defensive line. I almost think, like, if something freaky happens, and guys, I know we're going to talk draft later on, but, like, if something freaky happens like that and Genty's there at 17, I think we look at the phone. You know what I mean? Who wants Genty? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can come to 17, trade a couple spots back, and still get our guy and gain some capital or something. Like in that. Yeah, in that situation, I think that's a really, really good like avenue to take, you know, or just fucking take Genty and change your backfield for the next 8 years. So I don't know.
Yeah, you better score 60 a game because you're going to give up 55.
But you can still get defensive players. Like, what if we go out and we sign a freak edge rusher, and we get somebody in the interior defensive line that could go for a year. You know what I mean? Like,
if you go into free agency and you address these defensive needs with good, solid starters that can come in and make an instant impact, that opens your board up completely.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah. I just think that if they're going to sign T and they're going to sign Jamar and they're going to sign Hendrickson, how much money is going to be left for like a real spending spree on the defensive side of the ball in free agency?
You're right.
Now, there is a plan for that, as Jake Liskow and Joe Goodberry have outlined. There is a plan for that, or a way to accomplish that. And if they do that, and they have addressed these defensive needs going into the draft, and Jenny's there at 17 that decide to take him, I feel completely different.
Yeah,
it's got to be a strong defensive free agency to get me on board with that.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And this is a tangent, guys. But did this come from a comment? Is that why we're talking about this? My brain just completely.
Yeah, we just kind of we see shiny things,
and we just go. Look, guys, Genty's probably not going to be there at 17. So this scenario is probably not. If he is, what a conundrum, but you know, whatever.
Second of the season, and the Bengals go up again.
Had to hit it. All right, what else? What else we got outside of draft talk?
Darth Bengal has asked what I'm doing on April 25th. He's asking for a friend, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I'm going to do on April 25th. There's going to be a draft party at the Foaling Warehouse in Cincinnati. If you've been there, it's a great time. It's bowling with footballs. The Project Game Day boys are hosting a charity event for draft night. All of the proceeds are going to go to Project Game Day, which helps sends people with disabilities and military veterans to their first Bengals games. We go to their tailgate, we eat their food, we drink their beer, we have a good time. So as you can see on the screen here, those are my tailgate steppas, made by a friend of the family, friend of the program, Game Day KB. And we have kind of teamed up for this event. I'm going to buy a pair of Air Force Ones, and then I'm going to give them to her, and she's going to make them cool as shit. So it's going to be a silent auction item where people can bid on it, and the winner can work with her to design their custom shoe. So they'll tell me what size, I'll buy it. My kid's pissed. They'll really fucked up the promo there. But so when the winner is announced, I will get with them. I will find out what size shoe they want and all that. I will buy the shoes. I'll get them to her. She's going to make them look very, very cool. And that's going to be one of the items you can bid on. All of the money goes to the charity to send people with disabilities and military veterans to their first Bengals games. You can buy tickets at their Venmo, which is, I think, on this flyer. Yes, at Project Game Day. That's DEY. You can buy tickets, $30, get you in there. Unlimited foaling. Midwest Best Barbecue is going to be there. Phenomenal chicken wings. So good. I've been to the draft party the last 2 years now, and it's going to be awesome. Kay Breezy reserved his spot for the Project Game Day party last night. You'd love to see it. Gatto wants me to explain the First Star Logistics situation. They asked what people were doing on April 25th. I said what I was doing. That's it.
That's it. That's it, folks.
That's what happened.
Look, guys, the project
replies got hidden, tweets got deleted. I was just, they asked what I was doing. I told them, you know what I'm saying?
Just responded. That's all you did. Project Game Day, though, guys, we've been friends with them for a while. They're one of our first stops on Sunday when we go down to the old tailgating spots after drinking 47 of these in Longworth.
We run out of our beer, we go get their beer.
Yeah, pretty much. They put on great events, guys. They send some of the most deserving people to Bengals games. They raise money for charity, and they're doing some cool stuff with this tailgate party. The foaling warehouse is a big get. Like, that's huge. That's nice. Like Ted Karras had the Cincy, where's my shit? The tattoo event there. Like, it did. That's good. That's a good get, man. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, so shout out to Noth. He's involved with those boys. It's going to be a great time. Like I said, I've been to the last two, I believe. Always a great time. It got so big last year, they had to go somewhere bigger. It is going to be awesome. Can't wait. Hope to see all of you there. There may be other parties going on, but none with a better cause than this one, where your hard-earned dollars will go to a really cool cause. And you can see that action and work, because next season, when they're sending these people to the games, you can come to the tailgate and they'll be there. Met a girl last year that got to go. She was the sweetest little girl in the world. She got my wife's tailgating glasses right off her face. She said, "These are yours now." They do a really, really good job, man. It's really fun, and I'm excited to be down there. So that is what I will be doing on April 25th. On to more Bengals talk, more football talk. I don't know if you saw this. I think everybody saw it. Mike Hilton has hinted at the fact that he may be moving on from Cincinnati. Got choked up. It was Riley. Her name was Riley. That's right. It was Riley. She was awesome. Riley was awesome at the tailgate. Shout out Greg. He's a member as well. No problem. We love you guys. We're glad to support. Glad to show my big dumb face there. But Mike Hilton tweets out, "New opportunities always present themselves." And if you can put two and two together, Mike Hilton's on the wrong side of 30. His contract expires, and it sounds like he may be going elsewhere, and that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Nothing confirmed, obviously, but nothing confirmed either way, right? There's no, we're looking to keep Mike, or Mike's going to move on. Mike does. He is a guy that tweets out inspirational, like, quotes, you know what I mean? But the timing of this one is obviously, free agency's right there. So if Mike Hilton has played his last down as a Bengal, that's sad. But I would choose to absolutely remember the little linebacker that could, for all the absolute heat he brought to this defensive side of the ball. I've never seen a guy his size hit a quarterback so hard.
Josh Allen, dude, smoked him. Division round in Buffalo, smoked him.
Absolute stud. Mighty Mike. Yep. Mighty Mike. I don't want to call him Mini. The only guy I call Mini is Whittle Itty Bitty Evan McPherson. Mike. Mighty Mike, dude. What do you think that does to the cornerback room? I mean, obviously he played a very specific role on our defensive backfield. Like,
I don't I don't know if you froze or me, but there was a freeze going on. I just want to get this up here real quick. Andrew Seiler, he's hoping and praying the Bengals, Brown family, and Blackburn family are all hashtag horny for Higgins. I like that a lot. Maybe we work on getting that trending on the old X app. But I like that a lot. I just saw horny for Higgins, and I wanted to give that the credit that it deserved. Yeah. Shout out Lumpkin watching from Texas. Glad to see you, buddy. I will be sad. I will look back fondly on the Mike Hilton era from start to finish if this is actually the end of it. Yeah. That pick 6 against Pittsburgh, his first year after coming over from there. Oh my God. Yeah. Picking off Roethlisberger, taking it to the crib. We just forgot about that. Blew their doors off that day. God, it was good. It was still good.
Okay, so we might have frozen. Did you hear the question I asked? Like, what do you think his exit does to this defensive back room? We might.
So I think it's going to be kind of like what I have discussed on here previously. I think for the Bengals cornerback room, if Mike Hilton does depart, which I expect, unfortunately, I think you're going to see Cam Taylor-Britt outside, DJ Turner outside, Dax Hill in the slot. I think that's been their plan. Dax played well outside last year because he was sort of forced to. But I think they saw enough out of DJ Turner before he got hurt. And they believe in Cam Taylor-Britt to bounce back rather than to continue to regress like we saw last year. Sure. So I think you got Dax and Cam Taylor-Britt outside you have DJ Turner and Cam Taylor-Britt outside with Dax in the slot. Dax is much better closer to the line of scrimmage. That's where he played his best at Michigan. I watched every game of his, through his college career. They moved him around a lot. He was a Swiss Army knife there, but he settled in and played his best in the slot when he can do that Viper role, that Mike Hilton come off the edge, go hit a quarterback. If you remember a couple years ago in the Monday night game against the Rams, he did that. They had him in kind of that Viper position where he just attacked and went and hit Stafford. That's the kind of thing that I think you're going to see from him. And I think that the recovery from his torn ACL looks to be going well based on some footage I saw online of him doing some mobility drills and jumping and stuff like that. So I really think that that's going to be the plan going into this year. And I think that is putting Dak finally in the best position for him to succeed.
Completely agree. Ditto. Double stamp. Triple stamp. I don't even have anything to add. That would have been my same line of discussion. I think that we're good. I think we'll be fine. Mike Hilton was awesome, but we're good, folks. We'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, I hope. I always hope for the moves that they make to pan out. Obviously, they don't always do that, but man, Mike Hilton deserves a ton of credit for helping change the culture of this team the 2021 year when they took it to the Super Bowl. Absolutely. He deserves a ton of credit for coming in from a winning organization. We hate Pittsburgh. They stink, but it was a winning organization. He won there. He came in there and showed some of these younger guys in the locker room how to win. Great social media presence on the Bengals account whenever he's on there. Mm-hmm. Awesome stuff. Hilarious. Nothing but love for Mike Hilton. I just think that he's on the wrong side of 30. PFF projects that he'll get like an $11 million a year contract. I think that's going to be too rich for the Bengals' blood. So I still hope that maybe they can find a way to bring him back on a lower deal. Maybe the market doesn't go the way he thinks it would and he can stay. But I think that he's going to move on. But nothing but great things to say about Mike Hilton if this is it.
He's easily one of my favorite all-time Bengals at this point. I have his jersey. Yeah. He just
the heel turn.
Yeah, the dude was just so electric, and I'm so glad he came here from Pittsburgh and played well. And I mean, his personality alone was just electric, like you said. So,
shout out Bobby in South Carolina. Glad to see you here, Bobby. Thank you for popping in, man. Appreciate you. Do we fear that Dax is Denard? I do not fear that Dax Hill is Darqueze Denard. I think they're a far different player. Yeah. I think Dax has far more. I think he has far more versatility to add to that room. So I don't think that downhill Dax. I like that. Dax Hill plays his best football coming downhill.
Oh, I read that as an insult. I didn't realize that.
Well, he followed up. He means Dax blitzing, coming downhill, going after your quarterback. Yep. Somebody put it up in here. You remember when Mike Hilton just came off the edge and just stopped Derrick Henry dead in his tracks? huge, massive Derrick Henry, and here's smaller Mike Hilton. Just dude, just plays the game like he's 6'5", 240 pounds.
Yeah. Could be the Pratt situation where the market isn't what is it. I mean, it could be. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows?
And then you can have him and Dax to both kind of be Swiss Army knives and do different things with them. Like if Golden's going to get creative like Lou used to do, there's a lot of room to still have both of those guys make an impact.
I would also not be shocked if they added another corner in the draft. So I think we take corners. We draft them. You know what I mean? So
the Bengals draft corner.
We'll see.
Do we want Pratt back though? No.
Yeah, I think he will be better used in a trade right now, I think. So I think his current level of play is replaceable. If Pratt does come back, I don't want to pay him a lot of money, but
he's not going to take a pay cut either.
I think that you can get the same level of play, hopefully, and or better, bringing in another guy for way less money, So
do we grab a defensive end in free agency? Murphy, although early, doesn't seem like the answer. I don't think Miles Murphy's ever gotten enough of a chance. I don't think Lou ever really gave him enough snaps to really find a groove and make an impact. So I think that Golden's going to give him more of a chance. But if there's an edge rusher out there, maybe a little bit older, they're not going to be in on any of the top of the market guys, I wouldn't think. But I think that there's a chance that they do sign a veteran pass rusher to come help and compete there, though.
Yeah, I agree. You're going to see a lot of Murphy this year. That's my guess.
Yeah. If Will Johnson's there at 17, Gatto's all in. That means a lot come from him. He's a diehard Buckeye. Yeah. Will Johnson's a Michigan man. If he falls to 17, though, dude, that is instantly the best corner on your team. You've got a cornerback one for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I'm in.
That's all the way in if that's a possibility. And that's not even my maize and blue goggles. Like, he is going to be a hell of a football player. He had more pick sixes in college than touchdowns allowed.
That's crazy. That's insane, actually. I did not know that. What a stat. Holy shit.
This is making me I don't know what's making you emotional, but
Mike Hilton.
The Hilton thing. Yeah. I understand that. Azeez Ojulari is a guy that they may be interested in if he becomes available. They had some preliminary talks with the Giants about trading for him last year until they decided to keep him with the Giants. But I think the Bengals did do their homework on maybe trying to trade for him last year. So Azeez Ojulari is a name that I would expect them to snoop around on if that becomes an option this year.
100%.
Let's move on from Pratt. He might be lose boy. He's a Colt. See what the Colts give up for him, if they'll give up anything. But if not, he's going to get cut. And I think that kind of hurts the trade leverage for Pratt because teams know if he's not traded, he's going to get cut. But we'll see. You never know. And then the last kind of bit of Bengals news that has come out, there have been reports that Bengals might be looking to try to trade Sam Hubbard before having to release him.
Yeah, wild. Sam's been here a long time now. Got that second contract. Great in the run. Not as great in the run last year. But I think they're looking to potentially replace him with somebody more versatile who can rush the passer, stuff the run, get around the edge. You know what I mean?
More snaps for Murphy, maybe.
Yeah. Sam Hubbard's a fan favorite. I mean, the run back in the jungle, the stumble in the jungle, the Ravens game. Good. Dude's a fan favorite. I got 2 cutouts of Sam Hubbard right in front of me. I like the guy a lot. Look, but sometimes you have to say goodbye. Geno Atkins left. AJ Green left. These fan favorites, they move on. And I'm not comparing Sam Hubbard's career to AJ Green's or Geno Atkins, but unsubstantiated rumors about this. But Sam Hubbard would be pretty valuable in a trade, I think. I'm looking at teams like the Raiders. I mean, they've got what's that damn tight end's name? My brain just shut off.
Michael Mayer?
Not Brock Bowers. They got Michael Mayer. They've got, you know what I mean? I'm looking at maybe trades like that, and I'm thinking, man, Sam Hubbard. Hey, let's look at it. I don't know if you do some crazy ass pick swap and you bring in another stud pass rusher, but I don't know. If I'm a team, I'm looking at Sam Hubbard and I'm going, I think that guy can still contribute. So I think he'd be a valuable trade commodity.
There's also a rumor floating around the interwebs, also unsubstantiated, that he may consider retiring.
I have not read that. Really?
Apparently, the woman that he's about to marry is rich.
Oh,
like rich.
really?
Which, shout out Sam, strong pull, buddy. Good job. You know what I mean? She's like the heir to the bathroom fixture empire of some big bathroom fixture manufacturer.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. To be honest, I don't follow.
Yeah, he's getting married like this summer.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, we expect our invites in the mail then. That's so we'll check the mail there. But
yeah, no, I mean, I definitely just said that they should cut him. But if he wants me to come to the
oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Again, Sam, fan favorite, but all good stories must come to an end. Could it be this year? Maybe. Who knows?
Possibly my favorite Buckeye ever.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Let's do something nuts. Let's trade him to the Raiders for Michael Mayer, pick swap, whatever you got to do. Or we can do something even crazier with the Raiders and do a crazy pick swap and end up with my brain is totally Max Crosby, hey, edge rusher for edge rusher. Not a chance in hell, but
white guy for white guy. What are we doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we'll see, guys. Again, all of this is unsubstantiated, but it hit Twitter. People were talking about it. So we're going to bring it up,
I live on Twitter. I believe everything I see on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So $9.5 million in cap relief. I mean, we're looking at a lot of money. You save 8 with Kappa. You can save another almost 10 here. I don't know. We'll see.
About 5.8 with Pratt coming off the books. I think around 4 million if Moss comes off the books, which I may expect. Like I don't think they're done clearing out cap space, but this is definitely the big one. And if he would take, if he would take a big pay cut and a big role reduction, to stay on as a 4th or 5th defensive end, I would do it.
He doesn't.
He can't stay around at that cap number.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do that. Is the issue? You know what I mean? Like I think he can still play at a level to where he can contribute. So I think he knows that. So if the Bengals look him in the eye and say, "Hey, you're going to play like 20 snaps a game," he's going to be like, "I'm not fucking doing that." And I wouldn't blame him. I
kind of disagree. I don't
think so.
I think he's a rotation guy at best anywhere now.
Okay, really? All right.
I mean, he's had the lower body injuries, man. He hurt the knee, I think, on the touchdown catch last year. He's had the ankle injuries. He's had some arm issues. Like I think sometimes that shit just starts catching up with you, man. I mean,
you're not wrong.
Are you in the same condition as you were at 25?
Yes, I mean? I'm in peak physical condition, actually. Yeah,
I was actually still kind of chubby back then, so I'm kind of maintaining.
Yeah, there you go. Consistency is key, right? Yeah, but in a perfect scenario here, I think trade him. And you go get a Michael Mayer, or you go get a guard from somewhere, trade him and pick swap and get a guy at a position of need outside of edge rusher. And then you look to the draft and you draft one of these stud guys at 17 or 49 if there's a faller,
I just don't know who's going to trade for Hubbard's contract, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I just think he's not done. Maybe you think he's rotational, and that's fair. And I just think other teams would look at him and be like, I think we can get something out of him. Let's take a flyer,
Maybe. Yeah. But like Greg said, whatever happens, he's one of them Bengal legends, dude. He's from Cincinnati. He grew up a Bengals fan. He went to Ohio State. He got drafted by his hometown team. Like he had a picture, like he used to go to Bengals games with his grandpa. Now he's playing there. It is a phenomenal story. Another one of those guys, like if this is it for him, nothing but good memories. The fumble recovery against the Ravens is obviously the ideal one. And then you've got the fumble recovery for a touchdown against the Dolphins that year. He made a big play last year against the Ravens, stopping Derrick Henry in the end zone to get a safety. Like he is another one of these guys that like there's really no guys that if they leave this year, I'm going to be like, thank God that guy's off my football team. It's going to be like, man, this sucks, but I get it. Yeah,
that's a really good point because there's been past years where we've dumped guys and I'm just like, holy shit, it's about time. Yeah, but this year, like, I can't really think of anybody that I absolutely hate.
No, yeah, absolutely. There's not a guy that like if they cut him up, like thank God, like when they cut Bobby Hart or they,
Oh my
It's
God,
just like these are dudes that have given it all to this organization.
Yeah.
They've made great memories for us. They've become fan favorites. It sucks to see them leave, but like we've got to go. We've got a window. We've got the Triple Crown winner at receiver. We've got an MVP candidate at quarterback. We've got to make this thing hum now. These windows are not big.
I agree.
We can extend like if
he was here for like 5 minutes, man.
The guy got fucking meningitis. Like I give him a little bit of a break, dude. Like that's a serious illness.
There's some people out there that would run over Geno Stone with their car. So if there's a guy on this roster that people are like, please get rid of him, it might be Geno Stone. I'm a Geno Stone truther right now. I think if he can play like he did that latter half of the season, then we're going to be all right. But there's some people out there that would back over him with their car.
Yeah, absolutely. That's wasn't trying to be rude, but I just told my nurses I was watching my favorite show and they understood. Shout out. I hope you got good. I didn't get a chance to meet the night nurse before I left today, but I hope you got a good one. But yeah, they got to understand. He'd be like, hey, he could just be like, look at my son being a fucking idiot.
Nick Chubb is a goal line back. Not going to happen. I doubt he comes to Cincinnati.
He's leaving Cleveland. He's testing free agency.
Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. He's held Chris Jenkins back from getting more playing time. Are we talking about Hubbard? Hubbard still? Yeah, maybe. There's a lot of things. And I think this season or this offseason and free agency we're about to enter, I think it's going to be a monumental one in Bengals history in a really, really good way or a just cataclysmic, like Russia invades Ukraine way. Like it's gonna be
Jesus.
It's gonna be really good or an absolute shithole. Like it's gonna suck.
You can't say that. I made a meme the other day and it got hairy.
Look, if you can't handle the heat, get out of my kitchen, dude. I'm gonna make jokes and you can just forget about it if it offends you, whatever. It's gonna be really, really good. Or it's going to be really, 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 really bad. Drone strike bad. You know what I mean? So we will see. We will see, man. I'm excited.
You haven't held up the 9/11 picture in a while.
Yeah. Where is that? Oh, it's hanging up. It's hanging up now. It's a good 9/11 picture. Not a bad one. I stand by it.
Yeah, I had a guy under that meme say he's going to see me in the streets. And I was like, dude, like, I could get why people thought I was slanting it away, but I genuinely wasn't. I was just like, two people are negotiating. I can make this about football. I think that's how memes work. And
it was funny.
Boy, there was a reaction.
I haven't had a good death threat in a while. So if you're out there and you're hate watching us, just send me a little message telling me you're going to kill me because I need some entertainment, So
keep me on my toes. Ellie De La Cruz, wide receiver 4. Who says no?
I would love to see a joint content venture where they bring in Ellie De La Cruz and throw some passes to him. That would be so fun.
Throw him a couple go routes.
That'd be fun. And then you get Burrow out there hitting fastballs. How cool would that be?
Joey De La Cruz. He put one over the wall a couple years ago at that warm-up session.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Top guess free agent signing. Go.
We did.
We're less than a week out.
We did who
we want, but who do you think that they will sign?
Dude, I don't know. That's such a tough answer.
It's hard for me to predict, not to dance around 17 Sons question. Shout out to him. Love that guy.
Yeah.
But it's just hard for me to predict what they might do because they have so much to get done with their own guys. I feel like to attack free agency a certain way, you have to kind of know what's going to happen with T, what's going to happen with Chase, what's going to happen with Trey. I feel like you have to know some of these things. So I think we just have a week to figure it out. I really don't have any predictions of who they might sign.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, it's obviously tiered, right? You've got your top free agents, right? I mean, Devonta Adams and gosh darn, the guard from the Chiefs, Trey. My brain is mush tonight, guys.
He got tagged.
Yeah, but they could trade him. Yeah, I guess you're right. Not a free agent. Okay, good point. And then you've got your mid-tier guys, and then you've got your Snickle Fritz down at the bottom. So I think we're gonna play in the mid-tier and probably grab some Snickle Fritz. I don't see him going after big guys this year just because we got to take care of our house before we can go out and, mow the neighbor's lawn. So
Devin Ruck says Will Fries. That is That is one that I would like. Guard
Mm-hmm.
seems obvious. Tevin Jenkins is another one from Ryan Sparks.
Yeah.
And I could see that. I could see their plan. You see that he had Pat McAfee going off for Canada, booing the Star Spangled Banner at Elimination Chamber. I did not see that.
No.
You see the heat. Oh, the heat that he got. No, I did not see that.
Mm.
I didn't know that he said anything, and I didn't know that there was any heat on that. I clicked that by accident, but shout out, Nick. It was nice to meet a few of you guys over the weekend at K Breezy's little birthday thing.
Yeah, don't boo my aunt. Moving on.
Yeah. What the fuck was I about to do? I clicked the wrong one. Oh, Will Fry's a guard.
Yeah.
Tevin Jenkins a guard. I think that the plan for guard is probably sign one, draft one.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of been the Bengals' MO at times. Let's get us a vet, maybe put him in for Volson. I keep Volson. I think he's like $3 million. He's a vet.
I do
with
too.
Starting experience. I don't want him starting, but I think you keep a vet with starting experience on your bench because the Bengals typically need guys off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
But so I think that where did I find it? Kind of like Ryan said. We'll get one or two things happen Monday or before Monday or whatever, and then 3 or 4 guys mostly in the second tier of free agency. That is kind of the Bengals MO as well. And I could see one of them being a guard, and then they obviously met with all of those guards at the combine, so they're doing their homework there. I could see a draft one, sign one thing, and I like that. I'm such a proponent of signing veteran free agents.
Yeah.
On the offensive line specifically, just because we've struggled with it for so long and we've struggled to develop offensive linemen for a while now. New offensive line coach Scott Peters is in town. It's not Frank Pollock anymore, so he may do a way better job. But I just like guys where it's like, hey, you're Kevin Zeitler, I can plug and play you right here. You're Will Fries, I can plug and play you right here. Absolutely. Guys that have been around, seen it, they're going to be a little bit cheaper. They're maybe playing year to year, if for a guy like Zeitler who's a little bit older. I just like guys where we're like, hey, we don't have time to teach you how to we don't have time to potty train you because we need to keep Burrow upright and win a Super Bowl. You're a vet. Let's go. Maybe draft a guy and develop him. If you can get your hands on a Ratledge, you have to do it. But
I totally agree.
I am pro signing veteran offensive linemen, even if it's Band-Aids, until you get a chance to draft a bookend right tackle like Amarius Mims like they did. Until you get a chance to do that. You can draft a Tate Ratledge, and he might be a great guard for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But I'm a proponent of guys that just know how to play football already, and you can say, get next to the tackle and block the guy.
Yeah, and then you use the example I was going to use, and then you get a Mims. I mean, there's tackles in this draft that are probably going to end up playing guard in the NFL, so maybe they're looking that way too. You sign the veteran to get that guy through his first season, and then maybe halfway through the year, the young guy ends up playing better, and you play him. Or you develop him a year and you got an old guy in there to, keep Joe upright. Don't go sign a dumbass, though. Don't go sign somebody to just sign somebody and have everybody, look, we tried. We signed a guy. No. Do your homework, Bengals. Sign a guy that will keep Joe upright, and let's play football.
Yeah, absolutely. And Greg says, keep an eye on Patrick McCarry from the Ravens as a possible free agent pickup. He is a guy that can play all over the offensive line. They discussed him on Bengals and Brews. Bengals and Brews, another good show. They do a similar thing. They drink beer and they talk football. It's good. Yeah. It's a good time. Love those guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, I could see that. Nick says coming soon, the first Cincy Unfiltered golf scramble. There have been talks about a charity golf scramble coming around. We could do that. At what pick would you take Ratledge? Do you think he falls past the first round? I think he does fall past the first round, but if he's there at 49, I'm sprinting to the podium. I'm running to the podium to turn in that draft card.
I think 49 and below, yep.
Drafting the future replacement for Orlando Brown Jr. or the 6'8" Holland Pierce, who has a 7'5" wingspan. Holland Pierce is a massive human being.
I can't physically comprehend a 7'5" wingspan.
That's insane, dude. That's nuts.
That means he could lay on the ground. Well, not really, but 7'5"? Is that real?
I mean, I haven't verified it, but Ryan's usually pretty on top of his shit. So I trust and believe what he says.
That's insane, dude. He could hug a friggin' Buick. That's insane. Yeah. I've never even
your old Buick that you were going to give Jamar Chase.
Yeah, no, he didn't sign. That's his problem. Could have been rolling in style.
Joe Batonio, if he's cut from Cleveland, I'd make that phone call immediately. I don't know if he's a cut candidate up there. I really don't. But if he is and he gets cut, I would call him immediately. Yeah, I would absolutely call that guy in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's a wingspan bigger than Shaq. 88.5 inches. Damn.
What is that? Oh, that's inches.
That's the wingspan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even compute. That makes no sense to me. Like, holy shit.
Massive, dude.
That's so big.
Massive.
Wingspan bigger than Shaq is incredible. He could just get away from Joe. It makes no sense.
Yeah, just everybody. Imagine that guy was like a security guard. Dude.
Yeah, he can like hurdle so many people into a hug. Like, it just is insane. Big Creed guy. Oh, I missed the comment. Where'd it go?
Dude, so
arms wide open. Love it. Yep.
Here's what happened. We went to the Northside Yacht Club in Cincinnati on Saturday, a surprise lunch for Kay Breezy's birthday.
Nice.
Planned by Katie in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the Northside Yacht Club. Never been there. Not a yacht club, by the way.
Okay.
No actual yachts. Actually, a very frustrating parking situation. But I digress. So like we get there, parking's kind of frustrating. It's kind of strike one. Strike two, try to order garage beer. They ain't got it.
Oh, I'd leave.
So like, I'm flirting with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then some of the people that have been there say, "Hey, when you go to the bathroom, hit the button." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "Hit the button." Well, I'm like, "Well, I need some context here. Like, is it a glory hole? Like, I'm married. Like, what does this button do?" And they're like, "You just got to hit the button." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So I go in there, take my little leak, do my thing, wash my hands. I see the button. I hit the button. Dog. Can you take me higher? Lights start going off. Creed starts blasting out. I'm like, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen. This is awesome.
Why?
Why not is really the question.
Right.
But like, dog, it was one of the craziest.
Did you film it?
I have ever seen in my life. Yeah, I'm getting ready to upload it and play it.
All right.
Nice. Apparently, I'm the only one that ever had an issue with parking.
Well, at least you showed up.
Fine.
At least you showed up. I couldn't make it because work likes to hold me hostage. So,
yeah, you really hate to see it. You really hate to see that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, totally redeemed themselves from the first two strikes with the bathroom, and the chicken wings were good. The chicken wings were very good.
There you go.
I'm not like a super spicy hot wing guy, but I get barbecue. You know, I'm a toddler. I have the palate of a 4-year-old, as some may say. But I get my barbecue wings. I eat them. I have a good time. Got to see Nick. Wedge was there. Kay Breezy obviously was there. John Paps was there. Wade was there. BJ was there. Digital Sauce was there. His wife was there. A couple of Kevin's buddies that we didn't know were there. Tony Taphorn showed up. Shout out Toga. So it was a good time. And hitting the button. If you're ever at the Northside Yacht Club, hit the button. I'm sorry that I ruined it.
Where is it?
It's in Cincinnati. It's like right off the Mitchell Avenue exit. By a couple car dealerships down there.
To a place where T has signed. I love that.
Yes.
Let's
go. That would be awesome. It's uploading now. I want to show this to the people. The people deserve to see this. I posted it, but I know everybody sees every post.
Play it here. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's uploading right now. It was so cool. It plays different songs, but I got Creed, and I felt like that's the best possible one I could get that shocking experience.
That is one of my go-to. Jesus, you live in
heaven.
Thank
you, love you.
You live in absolute heaven.
Dog.
Every show you get Skyline or Dairy Queen. You know what? You know what she's doing, Vic. I know what you're doing. You're showing off. You're getting good wife points here. You know, I get it. All right, flex.
You're actually just trying to get me fatter so nobody else will want me.
Yeah, no free ads. But what is your go-to at DQ?
There's cookie dough blizzard popping off right now.
Okay, all right. I'm a Butterfinger Blizzard guy myself with extra Butterfinger. That's
I'm getting down with that.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Here's what happened.
Play it.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I'm at Northside Yacht Club in Cincinnati. Watch this. Press for assistance. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Creed after taking a glorious lead.
That's incredible. Dude, what?
I lit up like a small child, dude. I was so happy.
Oh my god, dude. That's electric. Got a Michael Rolfe.
Rolfe bomb.
Here. Rolfe bomb. That's what it's called. Love it. Rolfe bomb.
Yeah, Rolfe bomb. I think is a good one. Shout out for the prayers for Dad. Dad's doing good, man. Appreciate that.
Good news coming about Longworth Hall shenanigans. Okay.
Mike and I have discussed some Longworth Hall shenanigans I need to tell you about.
Oh, okay. Let's talk. Michael, you messaged me on Twitter. I read it and I didn't respond to you, and I apologize for that here live on the
show. A dick. This guy's sent us $10,000.
I know, man. I read it and I was like, all right, I'm going to do that. And then I got into like a heated meeting at work and I never freaking went back to it. Let's talk, though. Yes, let's talk. Oh, okay, Breezy.
Member for 4 months, garage beers on top of Longworth Hall. Dude, if I can drink a Longworth garage beer on top of Longworth Hall, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
100%.
Why is this comment green? That's why.
So after you've been a member for so long, you get to have like a highlighted comment after you've been a member for so long. It lets you do like a free super chat.
That's why I clicked it. I didn't know what was going on there. Okay, yeah, Michael. We'll let's get in a group chat here and talk. So, hell yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Not to just breeze by the Creed button there, but I had to address the Michael thing. Holy crap. Gets all those followers on Twitter, and he's too good for the little people. Yeah, Devin.
Come on, guy.
As the haters say, see me in the streets, Devin. I'm just kidding. No, dude, the reality of it is the government owns my ass. That's the reality of it, just to be completely transparent. But Drew and I are talking. We've got giveaways we want to do. We've got meetups we want to plan. We've got a lot of shit we're bouncing ideas off. There's lawn chairs involved. There's golf involved. I'd like to get my rifles involved. We gotta figure something out here, man. Let's do something cool with the group.
Are you gonna shoot? We'll figure it out.
No. I want to do a group outing to the range. Is what I want to do.
Oh, I'd be down with that.
Each month you get a super chat. Thank you, Vic. Superstar Dairy Queen wife.
It's so good.
Member chat. Nick, click the money sign in the chat. And there's all right. You guys know how to work all this crap way better than I do. So I just show up and look pretty. But what Vic said, nice. We've hit an hour, and it looks like you've got some ice cream to eat. You want to go ahead and close this bad boy out? Obviously, we're over 1,000 across all platforms, which is insanely humbling. We love you guys. You're the reason we do this. We also just like hanging out, but you know. What else you got? I got nothing left but a hooday.
I got brain freeze.
Oh no.
I get brain freeze very easily.
Apparently. It's like watching, you look like a newborn trying to take a shit.
Oh, well, I do the thing where you press your tongue to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah. Jesus.
I got to soldier up though, because we got to end it like this.
Oh, wait. Be on the lookout for Malik emojis. Absolutely. I want to. Oh.
That's true. Shout out Malik. Malik and Daniel and their team did a great job.
Holy crap.
At the combine last weekend. If you go to their Twitter accounts, if you haven't seen it.
Yep.
But this is Malik gift season.
Yeah.
He's plugged in. He'll drop a gift, let you know something's about to happen.
Gets in his bag. Go follow Malik. Free ad. Go follow Malik. Go follow TWSN. Go follow Almeida Views. I freaking love those guys. They're electric, and I will
absolutely
shout them out from the mountaintops. Malik is a wonderful human being and a damn good sports content creator. So go follow those guys. So
you're crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to me for being a complete dumbass and taking me 59 months to figure out how to become a member. All that matters is that you're here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all that matters, Mike, is that you're here with us now.
Yeah, member or not. Love you all.
It's not about the memberships. It's about the friends you make along the way.
Absolutely. 100%.
So I've slammed the beer. I've bounced it off of my head. I've said all the dumb things I wanted to say in this microphone for the evening. So it's time to get out of here. I got nothing left but a hooday. Also, I'm kind of transitioning. I'm getting from football to baseball mode. I'm going to put on a Cincy baseball jersey. Moving on. But still football guy. but transitioning to baseball mode because the Reds are going to win the World Series. We love you all. We will see you next week.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beers getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's